Hello, Montreal. Hi, everybody. Great to see you all at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. We made it across the border. Now we got to get back in. It's like, is that what I want? But first, let's get into it. What a week. This is our first show back, and boy, are we back with a bang. Specifically, the bang of a giant binder filled with Epstein evidence landing in the dumpster behind the Department of Justice. On July 7th, the Justice Department and FBI released a memo, and it said that actually, and it's an interesting development, investigators hadn't found an Epstein client list or evidence that he'd blackmailed prominent people, and they found that Epstein had actually killed himself, and that no further documents related to Epstein would be made public. It was all pretty cut and dry. They even had a signed affidavit from Jeffrey Epstein confirming that he killed himself. As a reminder, Trump campaigned on declassifying the Epstein Files. He picked to lead DOJ and FBI Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, who had pledged to release the so-called Epstein Files. I mean, it's the number one reason I voted for the guy. To refresh your memories, here's what Attorney General Pam Bondi said in response to a question about the Epstein Files just in February.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
In February, it was sitting on her desk to review. In July, doesn't exist. Now, here we are, and the only thing sitting on Pam Bondi's desk is a gift from Donald Trump, an exquisite kaiken, handcrafted by master swordmaker Masumone, crafted during the late Kamakura era in 13th century Japan. Card was blank. Of course, as a result of this, Trump's base went nuts. Nuts. Their days of being extremely normal came to an abrupt end.
Give us the Epstein list now.
It's a baseline question that every U.S. citizen has a right to an answer on. What the hell was this?
How many of you are not satisfied with the results of the investigation?
I wouldn't read too much into that. If you ask a crowd of Trump supporters if they're satisfied with their appetizers, you'll get the same response. Of course they're not satisfied. That's what got us here. On July 17th, with the MAGA revolt in full swing, the Wall Street Journal reported that Trump had contributed a letter to an album for Epstein's 50th birthday in 2003 at the request of Ghislaine Maxwell. On the letter that Trump signed, someone had drawn the outline of a naked woman with Trump's signature placed to look like pubic hair. Someone drew this. Trump, of course, strongly denied that he would have anything to do with a woman with pubic hair. The letter is formatted like a script and includes the line, voiceover, there must be more to life than having everything. You heard what it was gonna be. You heard what it was supposed to fucking be. You just all imagine, someone's losing it. You all just imagine that the Sex and the City theme song played there. That's the joke, that it's like a Sex and the City, you know, because it sounds like that, right? Like, what is it like to have everything? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. You get it, let's keep going. Too encouraging. The letter goes on with Donald saying, yes, there is more to life than having everything, but I won't tell you what it is. With Jeffrey responding, nor will I, since I also know what it is. The text of the letter concludes, happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Signed, your friend always, Donald J. Trump, pedophile. No. Trump denied that he wrote the letter, telling the Wall Street Journal, "I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women. It's not my language. It's not my words. I never wrote a picture in my life." He's like Yogi Berra if Yogi Berra were trying to hide a friendship with a pedophile. And not that this was a watertight defense anyway, but Trump has written pictures. Several of them have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions despite looking like this. There's another one. Now, I've seen people jokingly compare Trump's doodles to Hitler's failed art career, but I think we can all agree that that's going too far, because look at this painting by Hitler. Look, this painting has no soul, no life, but there's technique, there's practice, there's time, there's discipline. Also, I'm not an art critic or anything, but like, where are the pubes? Of course, Trump threatened to sue the Wall Street Journal if the report was published and filed a suit for $10 billion the next day, also suing Rupert Murdoch and the two reporters who wrote the piece. And man, is Rupert gonna be pissed the next time he resurfaces from his nutrient-dense pool of black goo. Now, if Trump was hoping to intimidate other reporters, he failed. This week, CNN found a photo of Epstein attending Trump's 1993 wedding to Marla Maples. What's that sound near the 8th green at Trump Bedminster? The sound of Ivana spinning in her grave. Here's an interesting tidbit. The way CNN was able to identify Epstein in the 1993 Trump wedding video is they cross-referenced his image from the 2025 Bezos wedding video. I was proud of that one, and I knew it wouldn't work, and I don't care. It's a good joke. It's a thinker, not like a belly laugh, but it's still good. It's good work. Then on Wednesday, the Wall Street Journal was back with another bombshell. In May, Pam Bondi and her deputy informed Trump that his name appeared multiple times in the Epstein Files, along with many other high-profile names, which must be very bittersweet for Trump. He loves being mentioned. Then Midas Touch dug up this video of Jeffrey Epstein from a 2010 deposition.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
And you know what? What's that amendment about quartering troops? I'm gonna need that one too. That's how fucked up what we did was. So now Trump is in a bind. MAGA has spent years fanning the flames of a conspiracy that a powerful cabal of elites, Democrats, billionaires, movie stars, deep state operatives, Jews, were part of a global, it's hard to cover, Jews. Were part of a global pedophilia ring, and Trump was a threat to that ring because he would expose it all. And while Trump himself was never all that excited about releasing the Epstein Files for some reason, he said he would and saw the value of having MAGA influencers and supporters beating that drum, which is how you end up with Trump in the Oval Office saying this.
I didn't know that they were going to do it. I don't really follow that too much. It's sort of a witch hunt, just a continuation of the witch hunt.
While at the same time, interesting, suddenly that's a witch hunt? Always a red flag when Trump calls something a fucking witch hunt. While at the same time, you have Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche saying on Monday that the DOJ was going to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell again. He said, and this is a quote, "Justice demands courage. For the first time, the Department of Justice is reaching out to Ghislaine Maxwell to ask, what do you know?" Now, I have a few questions about that statement. Why do you need courage? What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? Interesting. And how can it be the first time DOJ is asking her these questions? Presumably, these questions came up when she was being investigated, charged, tried, convicted, and sentenced, and sent to federal prison, where she currently resides. She was charged, by the way, in 2020, and while I know we're in Canada, perhaps you all remember who was president in 2020. He was the one suggesting we inject bleach into our veins to treat COVID. Is Todd Blanche suggesting that the Trump Attorney General, Bill Barr, is in on it? That he was afraid of justice? I agree. So here's where we're at. Trump fanned the flames of a conspiracy that the US government is covering up the evidence of Jeffrey Epstein's crimes to protect powerful, wealthy figures, which may or may not have been true before, but is very much true right now, because that's exactly what Trump's DOJ is doing for him. And it's not working. On Wednesday, the House Oversight Committee subpoenaed Maxwell, who will sit for a deposition at a federal correctional facility in Tallahassee. That should be happening as we're recording this. And who better to put conspiracy theories to rest than a woman who chased vulnerable girls around New York City with a big net for Epstein, currently in prison for sex trafficking, who prosecutors said, and I quote, lied repeatedly about her crimes, exhibited an utter failure to accept responsibility, and demonstrated repeated disrespect for the law and the court. And who also, by the way, imagines there's a pardon in her future if she plays her cards right. And yeah, it's a novelty deck of cards with boobs on them. Love It or Leave It is brought to you by Bombas. Summer's here and we're all chasing something, a break, a goal, a vibe. Let's not let bad socks and blisters ruin it. Bombas makes socks that keep up with whatever your summer looks like, whether you're running a marathon or just a few errands. Seriously, you know that song that makes you want to go fast? Bombas running socks are like that. They wick sweat, help you keep cool and fight blisters. And it's not just running. They make specialized pairs for hiking, tennis, golf, you name it. They have grip socks. If you want to do like Pilates. I know about that because I have them. They even make socks that can make international flights bearable. We're talking Bombas compression socks to help curb aches and keep those legs energized for all the sightseeing ahead. I'm going on an international flight and I have these very socks. Nice. I don't know what they're for exactly, but people recommend them. So I'll try them.
Miracle workers.
I don't know. I'm in my 40s. Time for some compression socks. Next thing I'll know, I'll get those thick Velcro shoes. What was this an ad for? Socks. With wedding season in full swing, you're going to want to see the ruffle and dress socks that make you the best dressed guest. Best of all, they don't feel good, they do good. One purchased equals one donated to someone who needs it. You can also get Bombas abroad. That's right, along with the U.S., they now ship internationally to over 200 countries. I'm a huge fan of Bombas. I really do wear them all the time. I have the quarter socks that have a stripe, like vintagey. I have the Pilates ones. I have a ton of Bombas socks. They really are the best. Highly recommended. Head to bombas.com and use code LOVEIT for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com, code LOVEIT at checkout, bombas.com, and use code LOVEIT. Love It or Leave It is brought to you by OneSkin. What does your skincare routine look like?
Mine's very Hailey Bieber-like. Oh. You can find me on TikTok.
Wow, yeah. Tommy does his ASMR nighttime routine.
Like a every night. Glazed donut kind of.
A lot of layers, a lot of layers. Yeah. He's doing the beef tallow thing.
Yes, yes.
The people with the beef tallow. Hey, beef tallow does go on your face. It's natural. So is uranium. A lot of things are natural. You don't put them on your face.
Did you hear what Goop is doing with that beef tallow?
What are they doing with it? Oh, I see. Upgrade your skincare regimen without complicating your routine. OneSkin offers dermatologist-tested products backed by extensive scientific research to keep your skin looking healthy, hydrated, and resilient. OneSkin's proprietary OS1 peptide is the first ingredient proven to switch off the damaged senescent cells that cause lines, wrinkles, and thin, crepey skin. Free from over 1,500 chemicals and preservatives that can make skin red, irritated, or itchy, their products are certified safe for sensitive skin, dermatologically tested, and approved by independent testing platforms like SkinSafe. Founded and led by an all-women team of skin longevity scientists, OneSkin's products are backed by extensive lab and clinical data to validate their efficacy and safety on all skin types. They've got over 6,300 five-star reviews. OneSkin's multi-purpose products prove you don't need a complicated routine to achieve healthier skin. Their cleanser and topical supplements can all be used with other products or treatments and easily fit into your current routine. OneSkin's the world's first skin longevity company. By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. For a limited time, try OneSkin with 15% off using code LOVEIT at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code LOVEIT after your purchase. They'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show. Tell them we sent you. Give your skin the scientifically proven gentle care it deserves with OneSkin. You got to try it. It's great. Meanwhile, Trump has been trying to distract his base the same way my mom tried to distract me at the pediatrician's office, by releasing the MLK files. Trump announced that the Coca-Cola company had agreed to switch from high fructose corn syrup to cane sugar in Coca-Cola. Finally, soda is healthy again, said a man whose legs are always beet red. And Trump threatened to derail a deal for a new stadium unless the Washington Commanders changed their name back to the Redskins, just dangling a bunch of racist keys to see if he can get the baby to stop crying. And then came Trump's pièce de résistance. That's for you, Montreal. It means last thing. A report by Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard saying that Obama officials planned a treasonous conspiracy in 2016 aimed at subverting Trump's election victory. Trump also shared an insane AI-generated video of Obama being arrested, set to YMCA by the Village People. He did what, said Obama, almost falling off his wakeboard?
Excuse me, sorry, I'm so sorry. Désolé, je juste cherche pour ma place. Désolé.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing something out there.
Thank you so much. Hi, is this, sorry, oh my God, wow, everyone's looking at me. This is so crazy.
Hey, is there like a heckler?
Stop, I'm just a model, I'm not even a performer.
What?
Oh my God, wait, this is just for laugh?
Yeah, well, who, I'm sorry. What, I can't see who's out there. Who is that?
I don't know, but someone just confused me for someone who is way more famous than I am.
Wait, is that Zach?
Oh my God, it's me. Hey everybody, how we doing?
Is that Zach Zucker? What? Look, you know, I love you, but what are you're interrupting. We're kind of in the middle of the...
Oh, I just, you know, obviously I think you guys know Just for Laughs is like an amazing festival and it celebrates new acts and people who do stand-up and characters, and I just felt like I didn't get really a chance to try that this year, and you know, there's a room full of people here and I thought, why not?
So you just, I mean, that's not really, I mean, you can't just interrupt it. We're just in the middle of something.
Also, can I smoke in here? It's France, right?
You can't, I don't think you can.
Bah, désolé, mais je parle juste un petit peu
All right,
français.
so you went to, great.
Ta gueule.
You think just because you could speak a little French, because you went to literal clown college in France?
I did.
Do you know that Zach went to clown college in France?
Okay. I did, and I also went to massage school on the Epstein, allegedly. No, but
okay, so what do you want? What are you doing here?
Well, it's also just great to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. You look handsome, John. Sorry, why did I just bomb right there?
No,
I thought this was JFL, not the JFLQ. But
I just like whatever happened with us, that doesn't need to come out. We don't need to deal with that here.
I just want to say, I don't know if you guys knew this, but John and I have been lovers for years, and then I come here and I shake his hand and I see a ring on his finger. I mean, I thought we said No. Yeah, but you like this view, don't you?
Sure, yeah, brings back memories, that's for sure.
Yeah, the last time we used a ring, it didn't go on the finger, John. So I'm...
All right, look, well, if you want to come up, you want to come up?
Of course I do. I've been at your door trying to let you come. I want to come in. I will come anywhere.
Just all right.
Sorry.
You do so. You want to do your showcase or your?
I would love to do. You guys okay if I do a few characters for you guys?
Okay.
If I could just, yeah.
Make it quick.
That was never a problem before. Wow, this is crazy. The French people here are so beautiful. Okay, so that was my first character of like liar trying to get the room on his side. I've always wanted to do this.
Really good.
Thank you.
Do you have any characters you could do? Does anybody want to call out something that Zach could do?
I'm kind of like an impressionist king, you know, like, get out of the window. Okay, no one knows that one. Get out of the window. What was that? Jon Lovett? Yeah, John do love it. But next, here's my Jon Lovett. Okay. Obama walked into the grocery store the other day and he saw Donald Trump and Donald went, hey, what the hell, man?
That kind of hurt a little bit.
Those are all my sound effects for this set. That's why this isn't working. I had that set I wanted that sound every single time. That's so Samantha of me. Tabernacle!
All right.
Oh wait, someone call out like a real character I could do. It's hard for me to do impressions of my lovers, but I can do people I don't know. What was that? J.D. Vance? I said not my lovers. I don't know who that is. Oh, she's the one who's always like, get out of the window. This crowd sucks. What was that? A chicken?
Hey, have you guys ever heard of impressions? I've heard someone in the room and chicken. What on earth?
You guys are so political. Let's like lighten it up a bit, you know? Someone give me something I can do, like a chicken or, you know, something easy. What was that? Cosby? There we thank you. Okay.
All right.
Sorry, we can't honor the
Ozzy. That makes more sense.
Ozzy Osbourne, 1948. Ozzy Oz died 3 days ago. So you really fucked me there. Okay. But also kind of quick. Okay.
Zach Zucker, everybody. For the showcase. Hi. Bring it. All right, get out of here. Unbelievable. Ready for the best transition of your fucking lives? Meanwhile, in Congress, friend of the show, Ro Khanna, introduced a resolution together with Republican Thomas Massie to require the Justice Department and the FBI to release all government documents on Epstein. He finally did it. Jeffrey Epstein united this country, just like he always said he would. Then on Thursday, the House Oversight Committee voted to subpoena the DOJ for the Epstein Files, with 3 Republicans joining Democrats to pass the resolution 8-2. Republican House member Kevin Spacey and Bill Cosby were the no votes. Do people in Canada know that Kevin Spacey and Bill Cosby are Republicans in Congress now? Safe districts. Adults in America are also attaching little dolls to their backpacks. Do you know about that? Strange time. Last week, House Speaker Mike Johnson took a rare field trip out of Trump's asshole and suggested that he agreed with the calls for the files to be released.
I'm for transparency. We should put everything out there and let the people decide.
But don't worry, Johnson went right back up in there, because on Monday, that position barely lasted a weekend. He said he would not hold a vote on the Epstein Files before the August recess, and the only way to do that on behalf of Trump was to shut the House down entirely. That's right, America's Congress has begun its August recess in July. Or juillet. It's hard to believe that this is Trump's biggest scandal, not adding $3 trillion to the debt to pay for tax cuts for the rich, or not cutting $1 trillion from our healthcare system, or canceling foreign aid, or continuing to fund Netanyahu's war crimes in Gaza, or putting tariffs on the whole world, or trying to annex Canada, or grab, which we're against. Stick with me here for a second. It's basically just like politically, it's like all of a sudden there's like a bunch of people with universal health care voting in the Senate. I'm not sure it's good for you. And I'm not even sure it's good for Trump. I think it's good for me. Forget that he's the one that suggested it. What if Barack Obama suggested it? A good idea can come from anywhere. Still no. Still no. Still no. Still no. All right. No, none of these other forays have been Trump's biggest scandal. It's this conspiracy theory. Now, it will always be hard to describe to future generations how the Trump era was both so stupid and so dangerous. He's basically a clown with a gun in one hand and like a seltzer sprayer in the other. And he sprays you with the seltzer long enough, you forget about the fucking gun for a minute, but he's still got a gun. And it's like, gun. As Trump was dealing with the Epstein fallout, at the end of last week, we learned that more than 250 Venezuelans that Trump had kidnapped and sent to a brutal prison camp in El Salvador were being released to Venezuela after 125 days of torture as part of a prisoner swap orchestrated by the Trump administration. One of those people was Andre Hernandez Romero, a gay makeup artist who followed the rules and applied for asylum legally in the US and was sent to rot in that hellhole because he had tattoos that said mom and dad. But lawyers at the Immigrant Defenders Law Center in the US fought for him. People around the world didn't stop talking about him, didn't let him and the other innocent people held hostage by Trump be erased, and didn't let Andre's story fall to the bottom of the pile of mounting horrors. Here, at long last, is Andre reuniting with his family. When I was coming into Montreal, I told the border agent that I was here for the festival, and she said, "Oh, a lot of Americans are coming in for that." And I said, "Oh, don't worry, we won't stay long." And she said, "Oh, no, we like you." And I said, "Thanks, just know that we're sorry, and a lot of us tried to stop this." And she looked at me kind of strangely, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're sorry." And then she got it.
Spend it on